Hi everyone, welcome to the Laser Channel where we learn, create, and share. My name is Greg, and in today's video, I am going to be taking this simple block of wood and turning it into a 3D relief project using a CNC router. Let's head over by the machine and get started. A little bit about this video before we jump into things. This is not going to be a tutorial about how to create the files needed for today's project, nor is it going to be a machine review on this CNC router. Instead, this is going to be more of a casual, relaxed, just for entertainment video of just the process of turning this simple block of wood into hopefully a really nice looking 3D relief. Throughout this video, we're going to be watching a number of clips of just simply the machine running. I find that that's very relaxing. I'm not going to have any background music going, and I am going to narrate a number of different parts of the video, so we've got an idea of what's going on while the project's being created. And speaking of creating projects, let's jump into it and get started. I'll get the material attached to the machine using some blue painter's tape. I'll put some tape down on the machine and then that same blue painter's tape on the back side of the material. And I'll join the two together with some gel super glue from Gorilla. This is my favorite method and it has yet to fail me. I'll get some weight on the top of this, and while this glue sets up, it does take a minute or two. We'll jump over to the computer and check out today's 3D graphic. As you already saw from the thumbnail of this video, the graphic is going to have the American flag in the background, bald eagle in the front. I found this file by simply doing a Google search for CNC Router STL file. This project has three simple basic parts to it, starting out with a roughing pass. This is going to clear out most of the material on the 3D relief. Step number 2 is going to be the finishing pass, and for that I have this nice tapered bit with a little ball end on it. This is going to reveal all the fine detail in today's project. And step 3 is going to go back to that first bit to do the cutout. Everything's all set, and I am going to be running the machine with a dust shoe on. I know on these videos it's fun to see all the wood chips. However, with the laser equipment in the studio here and my recording equipment, it really does get messy in here, along with this is being recorded in the winter months, and I do have a gas space heater in here, so dust and open flames definitely don't go together. So I've got a multi-stage dust collection system, which works out really well for keeping the air nice, clean, and safe for my lungs. The roughing pass is all complete, and I'll get this special tapered bit installed. This is going to give us all the rich detail on today's project. This looks really nice, and the last step is to put that first router bit back in the machine and do the final cutout. Before I remove the project from the machine, I'm going to clean it up with this brass brush and a little bit of light sanding. Off camera, I did a little bit more cleanup and this thing is looking really nice. And one of the concerns I had was milling through this knot that was in the wood being much harder than the surrounding wood, but the machine had no problems with it. One of the things that I found is with the 3D reliefs, if I use a harder wood, I get better results. This being a softer wood, I found some of the edges have a little bit of fraying, and I am using relatively new and very sharp tooling. What better way to finish a project than with a nice wood finish like this Danish oil? I'll get some of this on here, and not only do we have this 3D effect, the Danish oil is going to really get this wood grain to pop. Thanks for joining me in today's video for this project. And as you can tell, I've been busy on the CNC mill. I did a nice log slice and made a nice home state, I don't know, keepsake or a mantelpiece, but it turned out really great. I also did a three-dimensional trout, I believe. This one's really cool. I added a nice little base so it can stand upright. And I've been working on some nice two-dimensional stuff that I added a nice little splash of color to get this to really pop. And the last one I'm going to show you is, this was a three-dimensional one that I did a resin pour over the top, so we'll catch a little bit of the light reflection. There we go. This one definitely looks really cool. Hopefully we can catch that on the camera. In real life, this looks absolutely awesome. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I know that I enjoyed making it. I got to play with a nice machine and share my experience with all of you. If you like this video, don't forget to show it some love by giving it a like or subscribing to the channel. Not only does it help this channel grow, but it's an awesome way to connect video content like this with other great viewers just like you. And until we meet again in the next video, I'm Greg from the Laser Channel, where we learn, create, and share.